Hello my dear students, once again I am here. This time we are going to start chapter number 29 named mathematical reasoning. In the beginning you will find very less mathematical to this chapter, but at the later on ages, in the later on exercises, you will find it quite interesting and easy. So what is there in mathematical reasoning? We will start with some type of English sentences, like assertive sentences. What are assertive sentences? So the sentences in which we declare something are known as assertive sentences. Okay. For example, Mars support life. Any declarative sentence like Earth is a planet, like Sun is a star. So all these are declarative sentences. Then imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are, you have studied that in all those sentences in which we are having some request or command, that those are known as imperative sentences. For example, please give me a cup of water, glass of water, cup of tea, anything. Then exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences in which we are having some strong feeling. For example, if we are surprised to see something, how beautiful Taj is. Thereafter, interrogative sentences. In all those sentences where we ask some question. In which class you are studying now this year? What is your age? Anything we can take this. Now all these are different type of sentences, but from these sentences only declarative true or false statement or sentences will be considered as statement for this of our chapter. For this of our chapter, only declarative sentences which are true or false will be read as statement or proposition. Let us have the example of few examples from it, and let us decide that they are statement or not, or what type of sentences they are. Consider the following sentences. Washington DC is in America. Uh, so Washington DC is in America. Yes, it is a declarative sentence. Moon rotates around the earth. Yes, it is true. 2 plus 3 is 5. Yes, it is true. Every square is a rectangle. This is also true. And the sun is a star. So all the sentences are true. Since each of these sentences are true declarative sentence, so they are statement. A true declarative sentence is a statement, and a false declarative sentence is also a statement. And other than that, nothing is will come under category of statement. Then let us see a few more examples. Consider the following sentences. 3 plus 4 is 6. False. The earth is a star. False. New Delhi is in Nepal. Once again false. Every rectangle is a square. False it is. And every relation is a function. All these are false statements. But as I told you that a false declarative sentence will also be a statement. So these are also statement. Consider the following sentences. Give me a glass of water. Switch on the light. Do your homework. Bring some fruits from the fruit shop. Please do me a favor. As you can see that all these are request or command. All these are imperative sentences. And as we decided that only declarative sentences will be statement, so these are not statements. Consider the following sentences. How are you? Where are you going? Is every set finite? Have you ever seen Taj Mahal? Where is your pen? You can see all these are interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentences are also not the statement. So these are not the statement. Consider the following sentences. May God bless you. May you live long. All these are exclamatory sentences. So these are also not the statement. Now thereafter, what comes next is open statement. What is an open statement? A declarative sentence containing a variable. A declarative sentence containing a variable will be known as a open statement. And this open statement becomes a statement once the value of the variable is replaced with some value. If we have given some value of the variable and then it is true or false, then it will be converted into statement. Okay. For example, x is an integer. X is an integer. So right now this is a open statement. Right now this is an open statement, and it is a statement or not, it will depend upon that what are the values of x given. For example, if the values of x are given as -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3. So for all these, this open statement will become the statement because all these are integers. So yes, x is an integer. But if the values are given like so, 1/2, 1/3, -1/4, 5/7, these are the values of x. So in such cases, now x is not an integer, x is a rational number. So here he is saying x is an integer, the values are not given as integers, so there it will not remain a statement because in all these cases x is not an integer. Let's take another case, x square minus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. This is the open statement. Right now this is the open statement. We will solve it and we will get the value of x as 1 and 4. So for 1 and 4, this open statement will become a statement because for 1 and 4 this is true, and for rest of the value other than 1 and 4 this is false. So for rest of the things it is not an open statement. Okay. Now this is not possible. This open statement cannot be possible only in variables. The open statement can be possible in real life situations also. There can be examples like this. Like Raman is studying in BE second year and Ravi is studying in class 12th. Then the statement is he is a college student. So this statement, he is a college student, is an open statement because this he is we cannot decide that this is he is talking about Ravi or he is talking about Raman. Once he will say that he means Ravi or he means Raman, then only it will be sure that the statement is true or false. Now what is this truth set? The set of all those values of variable in an open statement for which it becomes a true statement is called the truth set of an open statement. So all those values for which the open statement become true, that the set of all those values will be called truth set. For example, here the value will be 1, 4. This value 1, 4 will be a truth set of that variable. Okay. Thereafter we are having truth value. The truth value means that the given statement is true or false. If given statement is true, then the truth value will be t. T means true. And if the given this truth value is false, then if the given statement is false, then the truth value of the statement is false or f. So for t we will use, for true we will use t, and for false we will use f here. Okay. Let us see some of the questions based over it. There is nothing much to write, so let me read it for you. Which of the following sentences are statements or propositions? Say a statement or proposition, the same thing, means these statements should be declarative statements. Okay. The set of prime integers is infinite. The set of prime integers is infinite. So yes, the set of prime integers is infinite, so it is true. Since it is a declarative statement and it is true, so it is a statement. Paris is in England. If you are having a bit knowledge, so you will come to know that Paris is in France. It is not in England. But it is a declarative statement. And its truth value is f. And it is a false declarative statement. The sentence, the moon is made of green cheese. The moon is not made up of green cheese, so it is a false declarative sentence. May God bless you. No, this is not a declarative sentence because this is a exclamatory sentence. Who are you? It is an interrogative statement, so it is also not a statement. The number x is a positive integer. So right now the number x is a positive integer is an open statement. So unless we are not having some values of x, we cannot say that it is a statement or not. The number x is a positive integer. This is depends upon that the what is the value of x is given, and once the value of x is given, then only we will be able to decide that it is a statement or not. So right now it is not a statement. Okay. Then let's have another question. X plus 2 is equals to 9. X plus 2 is equals to 9. So right now it is an open statement, and this will be true only for some given values of x, and since the values of x are not given to us, so we will not consider it as a statement. In this present condition, it is not a statement. Then next is 6 has 3 prime factors. So if you will see the prime factors of 6, you will find 2 and 3. So there are only 2 prime factors. So it is a false statement, but it is a false it is false declarative, but it is a statement in this. Okay. Then x square plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So right now it is not a statement because the values of x are not given, and it can be decided only once the values of x are given. Then he is saying a triangle, one of whose vertices lies on a circle and whose sides of opposite to this vertex is a diameter of the circle is a right angle triangle. This is a very famous theorem of semicircle. Angle of the semicircle is always a right angle, so it is a true statement. So like this you will have the various questions in which you will have to decide that the given statement is true or false, the given statement is declarative or non-declarative. There are simple questions like this. So this is simply the base for what we are going to learn in the next few exercises. Okay, then what next we are going to learn? Then the next thing is logical variable. Let me rub it first and then we will go ahead. Logical variable. Logical variable says that whatsoever logics we are studying in it, whatsoever statements we are studying, they all will be represented by the small letters. They all will be represented by small letters. Like if we are saying that the sun is a star and the earth revolves around the sun. So there are two statements, two declarative sentences. So one of them will be represented by small p, another of them will be represented by small q. The letter can be anything. So the main thing is that logical variables will be represented by small letters. P, Q, R, S, whatsoever he is saying. Like we have discussed that P is equals to the sun is a star. The sun is a star. Q can be anything, anything different. Like x plus 2 is equals to 9 for all x is equals to 7. For all x is equals to 7. Now it is a statement because we have given a value of x. Till unless x plus 2 is equals to 9, then it is an open statement. But once we have used that for all x is equals to 7, this is true. So then now it has become a statement. Now there are other things which we call quantifiers. So one of the quantifiers I have used here, and another one is there exists. So once we have used there exists and this for all in open statement, if we have used these, then they will become statement. Okay. So in the first exercise there we are having the questions like this only. Then let us move to second exercise. In the second exercise, we are going to see the true or false value of the statement with the help of a Venn diagram. Venn diagram you have studied in sets. So the same Venn diagrams we are going to use here and then we will see the truth or falsity of the given statement. Okay. For example, if U is the universal set of human being and S is the set of scholars and T is the set of teachers. So the universal set is U. This is for all human beings. S is the set of scholars and T is the set of teachers. This is the universal set, scholars, teachers, and then there is a mark also. Then what it is representing? It is representing that all the teachers are scholars. All the teachers are scholars because S is the subset of U, T is the subset of S, and T is the subset of U. So all the this is representing that all the teachers are scholars, and it is also representing that there are some scholars. There are some scholars who are not teachers. There are some scholars who are not teachers. Okay. So this way, from the given statements, we will have to make the Venn diagrams, and then we will check that they are truth. The truth is truth of the following statement or false. Okay. So first one we are checking that all rectangles are parallelograms. All rectangles are parallelograms. So to represent this this statement, first of all we are making a universal set for quadrilaterals. This is quadrilaterals. Okay, then we are making one is for rectangle, other is for parallelogram. So P for parallelogram, R for rectangle. P is a set of parallelogram and R is a set of rectangles. And as you see what is clear here, that P is the subset of U, R is the subset of U, and R is the subset of P. So we can say yes, all the rectangles are parallelograms. All the rectangles are parallelograms. Okay. Similarly, what is the next statement? All equilateral triangles are equiangular and all equiangular triangles are equilateral. So this time what he is saying, that there is a universal set. In it A and B two sets are there. U is the set for all triangles, and A is the set for equilateral triangles and B is the set for equiangular triangles. So what we can see, that all the equilateral triangles are equiangular and all the equiangular triangles are equilateral. So the Venn diagram will be something like this. Then next is, and what you can see, that A is the subset of U, B is also the subset of U, and here what we can see, that A is equals to B. The next is, some quadratic equations have two real roots. Some quadratic equations have two real roots, some are not having two real roots. So once again, this is the this for polynomials, quadratic equations of real roots. U is the universal set for equations, quadratic equation, real roots. U is for equations, Q is for quadratic equation, and R is for quadratic equation with real roots, two real roots. So what you can see that out of the all quadratic equations, there are some real equations which are having two real roots. But if equation is having two real roots, it will surely be a quadratic equation. So yes, it is true. The statement is true that the two real quadratic equation is having two real roots. Okay. Now let us see another question. What is given? Equilateral triangles are also given the Venn diagram for the truth value of the following. Truth value पूछ रहा है हमसे while the Venn diagram is given. This is the universal set for equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. I for isosceles, E for equilateral. So U is a set for triangles. I is for isosceles triangle and E is for equilateral triangle. So what he is saying, equilateral triangles are isosceles triangles. So as you can see that in an equilateral triangle, all the three sides will be equal. While in an isosceles triangle, two sides will be equal. But a triangle who is having three sides equal will always have two sides equal. So there is no chance that an equilateral will not be an isosceles. So hence, all the equilateral will be isosceles. So its truth value is 3. Now, for next, then he has made a Venn diagram and then he is asking the truth value of the following statement. He has given few statements, a Venn diagram is given, and then he is asking the truth value. A universal set for human being is made. Some of them are policemen, some of them are thieves. P for policemen, T for thieves, U for human being. So this is given, U for human being, then P for police, and T for thieves. The first statement. What is the first statement? No policeman is a thief. No policeman is a thief. Can you see that all the policemen and thieves are having a different scent? No. There are few policemen which are thieves. So no policeman is thief. Is false. I'm very sure none of your parents are in police because you won't like the statement. Don't mind, this is just a book. This is a question in the book. Thieves are not policemen. Thieves are not policemen. As you can see, this portion, some of them are. Yes, some of the thieves are in police. So thieves are not in. Thieves are not a policeman. This is also false. Thieves are not policemen is also false. Then what is the next statement given? The next statement given is men who are not policemen are thieves. Men who are not policemen are thieves. So you can see there are many men who are not police, but they are compulsorily thieves. That is also not true. So it is also false. So it is also false that all the men who are not police, they all are thieves. This is also false. Some policemen are thieves. Some policemen are thieves. Yes, All policemen are not thieves. These are the people who are honest. So these are the people who are thieves. So only some policemen are thieves. So this way, this is true. Now, let us finish it off here today, and we will discuss few more things in our next video. Then we will solve a few questions based over it. Till then, you can complete 2 of your exercises based over the present lecture. Okay, take care. Good day.